like my first YouTube video. So we're going to talk about my first cruise. So this is sort of like a vlog. I'm trying to get comfortable with everything. So I wanted to, like the title suggests, I went on my first solo cruise. It was my first cruise with Carnival. I went on the Carnival Glory. Yes, I went to Glory. So I just wanted to talk about my experience as being a solo cruiser. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I'm not gonna say wishy-washy. It's just that I am very peculiar about certain things. Like, if I feel like it's gonna take me out of my comfort zone, I'm not going to go, right? So this particular trip, it was basically, I'm in school for nursing. The semester was just blowing me. And I just said, fuck it. We're gonna go on a cruise. Well, I'm gonna go on a cruise. I'm gonna find somebody to go on a cruise with me. So I booked the cruise. Well, I was talking it over with some people, and they was just like, yeah, you should go on a cruise. And I was like, nah, I don't really want to go because it's last minute, and the money that I had saved up is just, it's not cruise ready. Like, I don't want to save up money and then spend all of it, and now I'm back to square one. We're trying to replenish my savings. And within 15 minutes later, I went on Carnival. And then I just said, fuck it, I'm going on a cruise. So I found the cruise, looked at how much it cost. It was like $6 something for Ocean View. 7-day cruise. And I said, you know what? I'm going. Bam. So I booked the cruise. Then I looked at drink packages. I said, I'm gonna get drunk because it's like the fuck it. The fuck it cruise. That's what I was calling it, the fuck it cruise. Basically, fuck this semester, fuck them professors, fuck these grades, fuck these bills. I'm going on this cruise. So it was the fucking cruise. That's what I deemed it. So I said, I'm gonna get the drink package. Drink package is like $400. So within 30 minutes, I spent $1,000. Okay. Then I contacted all my friends and said, hey, you want to go on a cruise? Is this amount? You can book it and still have time to pay for it. Or I'm going to pay for it because, it's coming from my savings. I had quite a bit saved up. So just like you come, I'll pay for it. So one of them was like, nah, I don't want to go. I got to work. The other one, she was like, yeah, I'm coming. She booked it, sent me the confirmation. I'm hype. I'm like, yes, we gonna be on that. Like, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Not even 2 weeks, I get an email or a text message. No, I get a text message saying, I can't say fuck it. What? And I'm just like, fuck. So half of me wanted to still go. The other half was like, I don't want to go by myself because this is something new. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go. So for the next couple of weeks, because this was like in April, I'm going to say April, like March, April-ish. So I had quite a bit because the cruise was until May 15th. So I had like a month, like 30 some days left. So I was just like, you know what? We gonna, this is how we gonna do this. I was on YouTube faithfully I watch solo cruisers. I subscribe to their YouTube channels. I Googled. I called Carnival like 5 times. It's just because I wanted to make sure that the room that they put me in, there was like a adjoining door. I just wanted to make sure that nobody could come through that door. Then it was like, oh, sometimes Carnival let you upgrade. So I was calling to see if they had a room on a higher floor, because I was on the first floor. I wanted to, like, I just called to ask questions, like, okay, about this COVID, what do y'all recommend? I'm on y'all website. I just want to know if there's anything changed. There was like, you can get boosted. You could take the COVID test 72 hours out. If you're not boosted, you have to go 48 hours out. Once you get close to your time and check in, you get to pick your check-in time, make sure you're there. Suitcases, this is what you can have, this is what you can't have, whatever. I was on it. I made lists. I redid my list. I packed super early. I may have repacked my suitcase about 4 or 5 times because I joined Facebook groups. I talked to other people. I met some people. And I went from there. So it's just the process of me just getting over those first day jitters and actually going and getting on a boat. So every day somebody called me and was like, what you doing? Oh, I'm on YouTube. Oh, you watching cruise videos? Yes. I done watched the sail away parties. I done found out what type of music they played. I done found out when is the best time to book a cruise, when is the best time to get stuff. If you're not a drinker, then don't get the Carnival drink cheers package unless you drink like a little bit, then you could just pay it. So I found out the prices of drinks. If you're not really a drink person at all, you could just get the bubbles, but certain drinks are free. So I'm just like, okay, well, I already got the cheers package, so we gonna see. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get drunk. So it's kind of too late. So that was my experience leading up to the cruise. Now, the day of the cruise, I was in New Orleans because, I have family out there, so I decided to drive out early since I had already took a week off from work because I wasn't feeling good. I had sinus issues. So I get there, I get to the boat. I didn't get there super early because I'm known for getting there super early, especially when anxiety, because I'm known to be like, okay, I'm here. Okay, I'm gonna back out. Because I had no problems driving back home. I don't care if I drove 5 hours to get to New Orleans just to get on this boat. I will drive 5 hours to go back home. So I got the parking situation taken care of. I took an Uber to the port. I got to the port. I let the porter take my bags. And I went to the terminal, checked in again, checked in another time, waited to board, was on the phone with my friends and my boyfriend, got on the boat. Immediately, all that anxiety just went away. Like, everything, like, literally. Like, I was so nervous, it just felt like I was 2 seconds from shitting on myself. But as soon as I got on the boat and got some food, because I did not eat, I feel like, and I saw this in almost every embarkation day video I saw from those YouTube people that I subscribe to, because I subscribe to like 15 people who are cruisers and whatever, solo cruisers, couple cruisers, whatever. I subscribe. Kudos to y'all, because y'all made my day so much easier. So I ate, got a guy's burger, walked around the ship, got a drink, because they handing out drinks as soon as you coming on the ship. Like, as soon as you get on the Lido deck, hey, you want a drink? Like, bam, got a drink, sat down, looked around, felt better. And the whole atmosphere of the cruise, because I ain't gonna lie, I also, like, I googled the good side of being a solo cruiser, but then as I was searching, it's just like you can't help but to find like the dark side of it, like people coming up missing, never be heard from again. Like, she was in her room, but nobody knows where she went. And stuff like that. So I even watched Titanic like twice, because I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna find out what I need to do so I don't end up in this position. Like, I'm gonna make sure I'm at the first one of those first little rafts first. I'm gonna get me on a boat. What else? Yeah, I think that's it. But throughout the whole 7-day cruise, from leaving the port on embarkation day, the sail away party, the steakhouse on the first night, I do so recommend, because even everybody always said go do the steakhouse on the first night. You get half off on a bottle of wine, or you get a bottle of wine for free, depending on which type of wine you pick. But then it was also, when I went there, it was like, okay, you also get 2 appetizers, and the appetizers are good. And I didn't know that until I sat down. Even though I was by myself, I sat down and there was a person, like, not a person, but it was like a married couple. They was sitting like at another table, like right beside me, and they was talking to me. So even though I went by myself, I met people there. You're not, how can I put this? You're not gonna feel lonely on a cruise. Regardless if there's shit ton of people on there. It's just the simple fact that if you're sitting by yourself, somebody's going to approach you and be like, hey, how are you? Are you by yourself? You like food? Follow me. Let's go get some food. Let's go get some drinks. You're going to find a cruise buddy. Whether you meet that cruise buddy in one of the Facebook groups, like I did. I met my first cruise buddy in a Facebook group, and then I met my second cruise buddy. Basically, when we was waiting on board, she sat down beside me. Somebody was talking about the boarding process, and it was just stuck up a conversation. Then when I got on the boat and I was walking around, I seen her again, and I was just like, you by yourself? And she was like, yeah. And I'm just like, me too. So you're never alone. I do recommend people to go by yourself. Like, if you can't find nobody to go with you, you bring you and you have fun. And that's exactly what I did. I did not meet my goal for the Cheers package, unfortunately. However, I was toe the fuck up on a boat, because everybody had a drink in their hand, and whether you had a drink package or not, they were going to make sure you had a drink in your hand. And it's just like, it's just a vibe. I met cool Caucasian people, cool Asian people. Everybody was just like one big happy family. Like, we're on vacation. We are all going to be here. Like, I met older people coming up to me and just like, oh, I saw you at the steakhouse and you was eating by yourself and I wanted to approach you, but I saw somebody else was talking to you and I was just so happy. And I'm like, okay. Like, thank you. Like, oh my God. But like, you remember me, and then days later while you're walking to go to wherever, it's just, hi, what are you? So it's a vibe. It's really a vibe. And I'm so happy that I was able to experience it. And like they said, that once you get on a cruise, you will be addicted. And I am not ashamed to say, I got off the cruise, I came home, I didn't want to be home. I wanted to be on a boat. And it's crazy because on the last day of the cruise, like before we get off, it was just like, I want to go home. Like, I'm tired now. I want to be in my bed. But now it's just like, put me back on the boat. I want to be back on a boat. So I booked 3 more cruises. I booked one for, well, it was in December. I had to move it to November. Another one I'm doing 2 cruises. It's gonna be on the Dream, leaving out of Galveston, and the Jubilee, which is gonna be a new ship that Carnival is releasing next year. I booked the cruise for. It's basically gonna be, hopefully, an anniversary type cruise. So yeah, that is what I booked, and I'm sort of excited. And then once I get my savings back up to par, I am booking a Fort cruise, and it's gonna be like everybody could come and get your money together, because everybody gonna be on a group. We're gonna see if we can sell out the ship just by having us on it, and that's gonna be in 2024. So yeah, I think I'm addicted to cruising. But I have fun, and I hope whoever watches this video, that you decide to just take that leap of faith. I did my research. I watched multiple videos, not only of solo cruisers and how they manage to cruise solo, but I watched other people and their experience with Carnival in particular, and see how they fared out with cruising. And what were their suggestions or making your cruise like the ultimate, your vacation, the ultimate one. Stuff to pack, what not to pack, stuff like that. Like, all of that is handy, especially when you haven't been on a cruise at all and you going by yourself for the first time. Yeah, I definitely made sure I did my research. I do know that a lot of people have their own opinions about being vaccinated. I got vaccinated because I am around my parents. Around holiday time, my grandmother comes and visit. And I also, since I have a car and I live with my parents, I like to travel. I like to go out. So it's just to be cautious for me, even though they say, even if you're vaccinated, you can still catch it and spread it. It's just that I just felt a little bit safer having the vaccination and also getting boosted as well. So yeah, I have fun. I hope you guys find this video actually educational. If not, I hope you enjoy. Click the subscribe button. I don't know where it's gonna be. It's gonna be somewhere. But yeah, like I said, y'all have a good one. The next video I'm going to put up is, we're going to talk about my ports, the ports that I went to. I went to Jamaica, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel for the first time. Did I enjoy it? Yes, I did. Which one was my favorite? Ooh, we're just going to have to find out, because I do have a favorite port, but it's for different reasons. So yeah, y'all have a good one. Ciao. Until next time, my lovelies.